Good morning, guys. Welcome to our today's class. So I'm sure that you did watch my last recording related to wireless access point. I'm going just to try to summarize what we did yesterday from the video or from the recording, and from there we can move forward. Right? We were talking about a wireless access point, like the one that I got here. Right? It's the wireless access point, right? This wireless access point, let me see if I can fix my video properly. Okay. This wireless access point, right? We have what we call port. You can see here some port, right? Those port I can connect computers, right? And you can see there is one of the USB port here. If you could see properly, I don't know. Oh, okay, it's not very clear. So we've got some port where you can connect like switches or computers. So one switch will go here, and that switch will have computers, another switch, and so on. Right? There's a port for USB. You can use it maybe to connect your modem. You can have your modem. You connect your modem here, and you share the internet to everybody, because a modem maybe cannot support so many users. So you can connect your modem to your router, and the Wi-Fi will be here, the internet, and the internet will be shared to others. And that other port is one you want to connect to the internet using a cable, right? So now this device, we spoke about two ways, right? The first way is when you purchase a new one, and when you purchase a new one, there are things that you have to look at, especially your IP address for accessing the device, your Wi-Fi password, and your username and password. And I told you, you're gonna take that IP address that will come with the device. You go to any browser, you can even use your phone, you just punch that IP address, right? And you are done. So it will bring you to the user login, or to the login page. You punch your username and password, and you are in. You can start the configuration, right? And I told you, when you don't know those informations, you have to reset the device. After resetting, you have to go to the manufacturer website or to the internet. You do few research related to that device. Now, let's move forward on the configuration side, because we were talking about it. I'm going to use packet tracer. So we are going to continue where we stopped, right? You got your computers, you connect your computers to the wireless. The wireless is there, and you just click on the connectivity. Maybe somebody will tell you whether this is the wireless access point name, you connect. Now, what are the things that you have to change when you access your access point for the first time? This is what we are going to see today. What are the things that you have to change? What are the configurations that need to be changed when you access your wireless device for the first time, and why, right? Let me try to share first my screen, and we are going to see what I'm talking about. Okay, let me open this document. Okay. So, I said, I'm not doing this document. Okay. Let me try another one. I don't know which one can I use. I'm just trying to look at the new document that I can use. Okay, I can now share it so easily. So what to change one thing, right? when you access your device for the first time, what you need to change, right? This is what we are going to do. Right? What you need to do when you access the device for the first time. Not only for the first time, what are the things that you have to change? Sorry, guys. What's happened? Yeah, okay. Let's move forward. Yeah, some students were making noise here. Yes, I'm gonna go to packet restart. All right. So I got my two computers and my wireless access point. First, I will try to get the IP address. So I will go to one of the laptops, right? I will go to one of the laptop, desktop. I'm gonna go to command prompt. So it means you go to your laptop, you go to command prompt, and you type the command. This IP config, right? You type IP config and you press enter. Right? This IP config will tell you your IP address for your PC 192.168.0.100. This is your IP, and this is the default gateway. The default gateway, this is the IP address of your router, right? So I'm gonna copy this IP. You can copy or you can type it. You can just take it 192.168.0.1. You close this small one, you go to web browser, right? You click there. You are going to punch your IP. When you punch it and you press enter. So what does it mean? You have a wireless access point. You got your laptop. You check your wireless available. You're gonna see the name of that device. You click on connect. After that, you go to command prompt. You type IP config. You check the default gateway. You take that IP. You go to any browser. You type it. When you type it, it's gonna bring you to the login page. Now from the login page, because I know my password, the password is admin. You just type it lowercase admin. Right? When you are done, you are in the device, right? Let me try to check if you can see my screen. Yeah, you are in the device, right? Now, by being in, let's see what you can change here, right? For the first time, you see here, you have to change the IP address for accessing the router. So, what to change? Number one, let me say, okay, number one, you have to change router IP. You have to change this router IP. Why? Because if you don't change it, like anybody who's connected to your wireless access point can go to command prompt, type IP config, and know your default gateway and go to any browser, the guy can reach your login page. So you have to change your router IP. So to summarize, when you access your device, you have to change the router IP. Why? Because anybody who's connected to your wireless can go to command prompt, can type the command IP config and see your default gateway. From there, you can get it and go to any browser and access the login page, right? You've got an exercise where they will ask you to change the router IP. But you also, as a specialist, you have to know that you need to change the router IP, that IP that will allow you to access the device. Okay. Let's go back to packet. Press up. Okay. Now, when you are done with the router IP, There is also the DHCP. This DHCP server, this one, you can put it on or you can disable. So you can disable or enable. Means what? DHCP will assign your IPs automatically to devices. When you disable it, means nobody can get an IP address. Somebody can come to your company. I can see your wireless, you can give me the password, but I cannot get an IP. Why? Because the DHCP server is off. Sometimes for security purposes, you don't want so many people to use your wireless access point. You can put the DHCP server off. So number two, right? It what? DHCP server. Right? This was the IP. For not accessing the device. Right? And this DHCP server for limiting IP distribution. Right? So when you change this one, you can leave it on or off, but it depends on the security level of your company that you want. Okay, you can change that one. You can also change, let me go to, okay, there is what we call DHCP reservation, this one. You have to change, you have to reserve some IPs. What does it mean? So it's like you at home, you got maybe 10 bananas, right? You can tell your kids or your brothers, okay, guys, you can take those 5, but don't take those other 5, because those other 5, you are keeping it for certain persons, right? This is what does it mean. You got like so many boxes, you can keep some boxes because we're gonna use them for specific people, right? So you got some IPs that you can keep. You don't want your server or your wireless access point to distribute those IPs to other devices. You can keep them, right? Those IPs, you're gonna use them especially for cameras. There's no need for you to change the camera, the IP for the camera. You see, when you are using DHCP server, the wireless access point with DHCP server, the IP that you are getting, this IP can change. You can go outside of the building. When you come in, the IP will change. The wireless access point will give you another IP. Tomorrow, when you come, they're gonna give you another IP. Now, you don't want that to happen for the printers, for the servers, and for the cameras. What you can do, you can keep some IPs. You are telling the DHCP server, please don't distribute those IPs. Now, you're gonna take those IPs, you start giving to printers, to servers, because those devices require a static IP, right? So the third one that you need to keep, you need to configure it, the HTTP reservation. What does it mean? You have keeping some IPs for specific devices, such as printers, the cameras, servers, right? This is what does it mean. DHCP reservation, you have to keep some IPs so that you're gonna use them for specific purposes, right? Especially for printers, especially for cameras, especially for servers. You don't want the IP address of the printer to change, because when the IP is changing, users cannot print during that time of changing. Users, they cannot print. Users, they cannot access the server. Users cannot access the cameras. Right? This is what it means. Now, how to do that? Right? you just click on DHCP reservation. You click there, right? Now, from here, you can give a name, just a name, the client name, maybe it's printer. And here you can say 192.168.0.5. And this is maybe the MAC address that you can add or not, right? And you click on add, or you can say let's add the client. And when you are done, you have to save your configurations down here. You have always to save. So this is the place you can reserve some IPs, right? Okay. Let's go back. Yep. Now, when you are done with DHCP reservation, you have to change the IP from, okay, this is what you call the start IP address. Let me try to stop sharing. I'll show you how. You have to change the start IP, right? The first IP to be given to your device, to the first device being connected to the first device. So start IP means that it's you who are going to decide what's gonna be the first IP you are going to give the device that's going to be connected the first. Suppose like I can come to your building with my phone, the first person, you give me the Wi-Fi password. When I'm gonna punch that Wi-Fi password, your wireless access point will give me an IP, but that IP will be the one that you decided. The number of that IP will be the one that you decided. You can say, okay, the first one will start from 192.168.0.3. So I'm gonna receive from .3. The following one is gonna be .4, .5, and so on. Right? This is what does it mean. So, okay. And maximum number of users. You have also to configure that, right? Maximum number of users, it's how many users can be connected to these devices. How many users can get an IP address, right? You can configure that, you can limit that. How many users can get an IP address. So number 5, maximum of users. It means how many people can get an IP address. You can limit it, maybe say 20. When people are gonna come to your restaurant, it's gonna be only 20. Those other ones, no matter which password you give them, it can be correct or not, they won't gonna be connected because from the wireless access point, you already said it's only 20 people, right? Let's move forward. Morning. Okay. When you are done from this part, right, you can try to check again. You can click on that tab. I've explained about the setup tab. Now I'm going to move to wireless tab. From the wireless tab, what can you configure from here, right? What can you configure from here, right? This is what we call the network mode, right? But this one first, we're gonna see it later on. Okay, let me talk about it also if you want. Network mode, right? Network mode will be concerned about what? The speed and the distance. Speed and distance. So network mode is depend on the speed and the distance. Maybe they're gonna say the N, standard N means, okay, let me go first, show you. I'm trying to stop sharing. Okay, where is it? Where I am? Okay, I'm here. Okay. So network mode, you can choose wireless G only, or wireless B only, or wireless N only, right? For every wireless, later there's a specific speed and specific distance. Maybe you're concerned about how far your signal will go, but you don't concern about the speed, how fast it's gonna be. Maybe you only want the coverage. You want your wireless to reach maybe 200 meters. When somebody will be at 200 meters, the person must get your signal. Or maybe you want only the speed, right? Now you can mind about this configuration. There is network name. Network name. Network name, or we call it like SSID. This is your wireless name, like a deep power Wi-Fi. It's just a network name. So if you find an exercise, or when you want to change your wireless identifier, your wireless name, you can go to where it says network name or SSID. It's an exercise where you're going to practice all those configurations. Right? Yeah, we already spoke about the network name. Now, there's also the radio band, wide channel, and standard channel, right? All those things means what? When you are dealing with channel, it means that don't put all your devices in a single channel. A channel is like a road. You are creating a road between one phone to another phone because they are connected using wireless access point, and they are using waves. Because they are using waves, you have to create a virtual path for your data to flow between your wireless devices. So maybe for first flow, you can choose the channel 1, but the guys from second flow, don't put them in channel 1, put them in channel 3 because you don't want to create interference, right? So the channel is you're creating a specific virtual road for data to be flowing between, so you are canalizing your flow of data, right? This is the meaning of these configurations. Okay, those are the few things you have to know. I want to now go through like all of them. When you are done with wireless, there's also wireless down there, like under wireless, you can see wireless security, you can see guest network, you can see wireless mark filter. From wireless mark filter, let me write it, very important, this one. Wireless mark filter, very important. This is where you are going to block devices using their physical or MAC addresses, right? So, from these configurations, wireless MAC filter, this is where you can do what? You can block some devices by using their MAC addresses. So when I know your phone's MAC address, I can go to wireless access point, I can give you access, or I can block it, right? Now, from the configurations, what you're gonna do, you just go to wireless. Under wireless, you're gonna see wireless MAC filter. You have to enable it first. When you enable, you can start typing the MAC addresses of those computers that you wanna block, right? Or the MAC addresses of devices that you wanna block, right? Or you wanna give like access, right? So you see here, you can prevent them from accessing the wireless network, or you can allow them. So when you are done with wireless tab, you can go to security tab. Right, from security tab, let's see, okay, there's nothing much. Let me check from access restriction. From access restriction, this is where you are going to block users. You are going to block website. You are going to block specific word. You're going to block some applications. Like here, let's say I want to block maybe Facebook. I can just come here and type facebook.com. Right? You can put as many you want. You can even precise for how many days, specific time for how many days, for how many hours you want it to be blocked, right? Or you can block by using specific word, right? So I can just say WhatsApp, I can just say Facebook, I can just say, right? Just putting those keywords there. I can also block by using, so I can block ping, I can block all those things. The applications, you can block them. So this is how you can block some applications, whatever that you don't want people to access, right? So I was talking about number 10, the access restriction. Access restriction. Blocking apps, website, and so on, all right? And let me see if you can see what I was typing. Yeah, so the access restriction where you can block apps, you can block websites. So I can come to your company when I'm typing Facebook on my laptop or on my phone, I cannot get it. Why? Because it's blocked from the wireless access point. Okay, let's move forward, guys. Okay, after the access restriction, right? You can go, most important, you can go also to administrations. From administration, you can change the router's password, right? You remember the admin one, you can change it here. You can click on the status where you can learn about your devices, right? So this is what most of the configurations that you have to go through. Now you have to practice. I've sent an exercise, a class activity. Go to the class activity. You only read and do that configurations, right? If you're struggling, don't hesitate to contact me. Thank you very much for our first recording. Make sure that you complete your configurations, and all the wireless access point will have the same thing, the same configurations, but the look can change. But when you see it says wireless, you know what you can configure there. When it says security, when it says like administrations and so on. So get used to it. When you are learning how to configure wireless like access point, try to practice. You try to block like ping a comment. You go to your computers, you try to ping, see if the ping will work. You can get a PC's MAC address. You go to the wireless access point, you try to block and so on, right? Okay, I think we are done for the first recording, right? So I'm gonna wait to see your feedback and continue to the second one. Thank you very much.